training on both disciplines simultaneously.
The things that are important to have is you must understand the power has got to be in the water. You have to use your entire body in order to gain a good level of bracing balance through the boat or the ski, and you have to learn how to lever past where your paddle enters the water. So you've got to provide the base with the lower portions of your body to work from, and then once you've got that, how you place the paddle in the water and the way you use your body has to be worked in terms of leverage, because the paddle's designed to create lift. So between those three things, that's really the key, you know, getting the brace, understanding what the paddle's designed to do, and then being able to create the lever with your body to do that.
Try and stick the paddle in and then twist your body. If you try not to use your arms too much and mainly use your back and stomach to pull the blade through, then you're using bigger muscle groups, so yeah, therefore you'll make 500 metres or you'll make it to the end of the 1,000 metre mark, whereas if you're just using your arms you might only make 180 metres.
Because the catch is the most important part of the stroke. If you don't get a solid catch, you're losing part of your stroke, and lock onto the water, and then you use your body to pull the boat past the blade in the water. There should be as little cavitation as possible, as little loss of energy in the water as possible. The path of the blade during the stroke will go away from the boat, generally in the same line as the wake, or similar line as the wake that you're putting off from the nose of the boat. The exit needs to be away from the boat, and the way that the blades are made is for the blade to slide out sideways out of the water. As she puts the blade in the water, she's connected from her foot on the footboard. She pushes on the footboard and pushes the hip back at the same speed as the shoulder on the pulling arm. So she's engaged the leg, the torso, the back and the arm in the one fluid motion or one kinetic chain of energy. Jo is using a swivel seat, and you'll see that when she drives on the left leg, the left hip will come back, and at the same time the right hip will go forward. Good rotation. You can see that she rotates her upper body so that she actually is showing her back to the bank on either side as she rotates. The amount of rotation you can get is commensurate with how strong your core is and how strong your connection is. If you don't have a strong core, you won't be able to hold the boat stable.
The body works as one big unit, remembering also that blood pumps through your entire body, so the more efficient you stimulate blood flow through good muscle development in all those areas, the faster you're going to be able to clean out lactate out of your system and keep your body working more efficiently. So everything operates at 100%, I believe, in order to create a well-balanced performance.
Inconsistent leg drive or ineffective leg drive will put too much strain on your upper body and the smaller muscles in your limbs, in your arms, rather than the big muscles of the legs and the butt and the back. It will change the angle of the blade in the water, and you'll end up picking water up at the back of the stroke. You should not lean one way or the other in the boat, or it'll cause the boat to roll, it'll create more drag on the water, and it'll slow the boat down. Likewise, if there's any movement with the body forwards and backwards, if you break at the hip and you move forward and backward with the stroke, it'll also cause the boat to bounce. The top hand should remain behind the bottom hand for as long as possible, and only come forward with the rotation of the body, not push through too quickly. once the top hand is in front of the bottom hand, it creates a negative angle and actually pulls the back of the boat down into the water, and that's another reason you see a boat bouncing down the course.